It's 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm crawling out of my bed. Another opening day is lying just ahead. The sun begins to rise and my anticipation's high, hoping that I'm gonna see a big old buck walk by. Well, this living outdoors is just the life for me, sitting in my boat or in a stand up in a tree. Well, life is just too short, won't you come along with me and let me introduce you to this life, living outdoors.
Folks, Living Outdoors is headed to Tennessee. Woo! We're going up to Tennessee to see Scott Jackson, longtime friend of Jeff's. They grew up, went to school together.
Went to kindergarten.
He called us the other day and said the turkeys are screaming hot. And hey, he talked us into it. So Living Outdoors is going on a road trip, and we want y'all to stick around and go with us.
Hot dog. All right, folks. Finally made it to Tennessee. We got here late last night. Come here and met longtime buddy, Scott Jackson. Me and this man went to kindergarten together. He told us he's had the turkeys here, been trying to get us here for years. Something always comes up, but not this time. We're here. Gonna try to get us a bird. It's my birthday. He said we're gonna get my first bird on my birthday, so finna go after him.
You've heard them talk about the crow locator call. We didn't have to do it. We got the crow. Boy, these turkeys just hate them things. Every time they... That's awesome right there. I got it. How far is it? I don't know, it's just a jay. Boy, we couldn't connect on them turkeys, could we? What was going on?
Tell you what, man, we had a perfect setup, though, you know it?
We had a good setup.
Hens were coming in, gobblers were gobbling. The hens cut us off, and basically,
That's the way it was.
that's the way it was.
All right, now, folks, we're up in here in Miss Barbara Chun's store. She's making him a homemade bologna sandwich. Now, that's going.
Hey, you know, one of the most funnest part about doing this show is getting to go to different places. Look, we're in Tennessee. It's almost like stepping back in time. We're in this old country store, and she's making our bologna. She's making our bologna sandwiches from scratch, and it's you know, like I said, it's like stepping back in time. This is what I enjoy most about doing these shows, seeing these different places and meeting different people. Pretty cool. He's pulling out the full effect.
Getting warm up here, though.
In 1961, I built my first boat as well as the engines, and I designed my own props. Since then, I have become a world-renowned powerboat champion, and I've also developed a reputation for designing the best props in the world. My company Propco has revolutionized and set the industry standard for quality props for the last 50 years, and I'm still as hands-on today as I was 50 years ago. Whether you're into racing or an avid outdoorsman, Propco propellers are the best that money can buy.
Hi, I'm Ron Smith, owner and operator of Alcovey Surveying Company.
I've been in the surveying business for about 25 years. I try to pride myself on being where I say I'm going to be, when I say I'm going to be there, and accomplishing the task for the price that I promised. I've been in business in Monroe area, working in Walton County and the surrounding counties for about 4 years.
Competitive, dependable, and efficient. We are Alcovey Surveying Company.
Whether it's the heat of summer or the cold of winter, or any time in between, you can depend on Pro Air Services, a division of Snellville Heating and Air, to help you stay comfortable. We've been servicing your area for over 20 years with our fleet of over 50 service vehicles. Our technicians undergo continuous training to ensure that they can provide the most efficient methods of service in the industry. So for the best service in your area, give us a call at 770-982-9800 and be sure to ask about our 24-hour priority service agreement.
Will their lights stay yellow for 3 seconds? Or 6? If the tire shreds, where will it land? Uncertainty on the road can lead to an accident. That's why there's accident forgiveness. Now, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. Let's all state stand. Are you in good hands?
For more information, contact your local Allstate agent Mark T. Maccabee at 307 East Church Street in Monroe, Georgia, or by phone at 770-207-4780.
All right, folks, we had a good time this morning. We got on some good action. Had a lot of birds around us, but hey, there's a lot of hens. Didn't quite get on them. That's the way it works. But I'm new to this, so Scott, what we fixing to do? It's like mid-evening.
It's the middle of the day. We ate some lunch. We come out here. We're gonna go up towards the end of this ridge. I heard them gobble a lot in the other field over there. See if we can just call.
Locate a bird.
Yeah, maybe hit a crow call or something.
All right, folks, look here. I know you're wondering why I'm toting this gun. Charlie's getting first shot. I'm just backed up. I mean, you can kill one a day. My bow kills, hopefully, will be in the morning, so I'm toting no smoke bow right now. I hate it, but they're making me do it. He's been answering a lot lately, and we still got a long ways to go. There ain't nothing easy about this turkey hunting. There's plenty of turkeys here, but they're still just as wary as I've ever seen. We're trying to ask this turkey a lot. We're trying to ask him to come across this field about 100 yards. Just saw the classic example of Mother Nature at her finest. That old gobbler finally came out here in this field we were trying to get him to, and he saw our hen decoy. Well, he started strutting for her, because in nature, the hen actually goes to the gobbler. So he was sitting over there just showing her everything he had. And when our hen didn't want to go to him, it's almost like he smelled a rat. And he sat out there for about 10 minutes watching a decoy, but he just realized something wasn't right.
Got some birds on the roost down here. Hopefully this morning's gonna be the morning. Scott, we've enjoyed it, man.
Yeah,
awesome trip,
man.
I had a great time.
Never heard so much turkey in my life, man. So hopefully this morning's the morning. We like to wait, build it up to suspense. So this is it.
Hey, it's our final morning. We're set up. We had some turkeys gobbling on the roost, but as we moved closer to them, we didn't hear them anymore. So we just finally decided to get set up in the spot where we heard them last. And we're getting gobbles right now, so we're hid pretty good. We got a blind and like a blow down logs, and we got a decoy out. We're gonna see what happens. I'll see the catcher in just a minute. They like breed.
Hey, it was the last morning of our hunt. Scott and I got set up. We had turkeys coming straight for us. And we looked up, and there was a whole herd of cows that was coming down through there. And these cows came through and basically busted our setup. So didn't work out too good for us again.
Folks, this is about going to wrap it up for our Tennessee turkey hunt. You know, we only had a day and a half up here, and we saw a lot of birds. We got a ton of good footage. We got close several times, and you know, we hope we can get back up here pretty soon and do it again, but
Next year.
it just don't happen. You know, this is true wild, free roaming turkeys, and it just does not happen every day. And like I said, we only had a day and a half, so
Gotta get back to work.
Right.
Ain't that a shame?
and the next time we get up here, we'll know a little bit more about the place. And but I tell you, Scott, man, we enjoyed it.
I had a ball. I'm glad y'all came.
I don't know if I've ever heard as many turkeys gobble this morning.
I need to come back, stay 2, 3, 4 days, and
That's what it takes.
Right.
one
That's what we
day
wanna
we
do.
saw a lot of stuff. But
Yeah, we did. But we had a great time, man.
yeah,
Had a great time. We enjoyed it, man. And hey, we want you to come down and hunt with us sometime.
look
You know?
forward to it.
All right, let's do it.
In 1961, I built my first boat as well as the engines, and I designed my own props. Since then, I have become a world-renowned powerboat champion, and I've also developed a reputation for designing the best props in the world. My company Propco has revolutionized and set the industry standard for quality props for the last 50 years, and I'm still as hands-on today as I was 50 years ago. Whether you're into racing or an avid outdoorsman, Propco propellers are the best that money can buy.
Do you know where to get the best selection of meat this grilling season? John's Supermarket in Monroe, where our meat is a cut above the rest, offering you the highest quality chicken, a vast selection of Angus beef, and the finest pork in Monroe. John's Supermarket also has a large selection of barbecue sauces and marinades to spice up your grilling. And don't forget, all our meat is cut in-house to give you unbeatable freshness. John's Supermarket, located at 412 South Broad Street, Monroe, locally owned and operated since 1965.
A home may be your largest financial investment. Protect your investment by building with superior framing materials from Phoenix Steel Homes. Steel framing offers greater strength and security. Steel will not rot, warp, or burn, and is impervious to termite damage. Intelligent designs combined with strict manufacturing standards results in a superior finished product. Steel framing offers greater design capabilities, superior strength, and greater energy efficiency. So let the strength of steel support your next home.
Should this happen to you, your family, or a friend, call AMPM Bell Bonds to help you in your unfortunate situation. We provide services to Walton, Oconee, Clark, Barrow, Madison, and Oglethorpe County. AM/PM Bell Bonds not only practices reliable and confidential services, but we are available 24/7. We come when you call. 770-267-2206. 770-267-2206.
All right, folks. We had a great time hunting with Scott in Tennessee. But you know, everybody knows that turkey hunting is all about timing. And these turkey gobblers were henned up. But a few days later, Scott calls me. He's going back hunting. Says he got the bird. So he sent us some footage. Y'all check this out.
Those turkeys gobbled off the roofs like crazy and went down in this field, came up to the edge, worked their way right to this decoy. I learned this watching a Night Hell video. This Tom decoy, they came right to it. It was awesome.
Worked out great.
Forrest put the hammer down.
All right, now if that wasn't enough, here's a few days later, he's sending us another tape. Check this one out.
Man, we know there were longbeards up there in that group. There's no telling how many birds you think it was.
6, probably 5 or 6 different birds.
And a lot of days I would have watched these jakes waiting on one of those longbeards, but I had the kill shot right in the frame, Vandiver. That was for you. And I want to eat tonight. That's going to eat good. That was a lot of fun.
And it's late in the season.
Yeah, it's late in the season, getting right down towards the end of the season. We had a kill shot, we took it, and it was fun, man.
Now we gotta go try to get another one.
Did you hear those owls?
They went really crazy.
They were going nuts. That was awesome.
All right, folks. I got no turkey in Tennessee, but I'm still determined to get one with my bow and arrows. It's gonna be my first turkey, so I get back home and go to some property that I can hunt, find some scratching. Got a buddy that I know from work. Tells me, hey man, I can call him for you. So we get together. Look here, check out what happens.
He's on his way. He's back right. turkeys. If we would have had a shotgun, this morning would be over, huh? I mean, would have definitely been over. You brought him right to me, man. It was perfect. I started to draw early, and you risk the bird seeing you and running off. But at one time, I maybe should have drawn. You never know, because that bird could have turned around and never come out, or he could have hung up for 10 minutes, and I'd have had to let down, and then it would have spooked him. So there was no way to get a shot at him when he come by. There's no way to get over on these birds. You've got to be still. So we did the right thing.
Hey folks, stick around for more Living Outdoors. We turkey hunting in Georgia.
Have the thermostat wars started at your house?
Did you change this again? Our utility bills are through the roof.
Phelps Heating and Air Conditioning can install an energy-efficient Lennox system that can really help with those utility bills.
Let's call a Lennox dealer for a system we can afford to turn on. Truce?
For home comfort everyone can agree on, call Phelps Heating and Air Conditioning today. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Should this happen to you, your family, or a friend, call AM/PM Bell Bonds to help you in your unfortunate situation. We provide services to Walton, Oconee, Clark, Barrow, Madison, and Oglethorpe County. AM/PM Bell Bonds not only practices reliable and confidential services, but we are available 24/7. We come when you call 770-267-2206, 770-267-2206.
In 1961, I built my first boat as well as the engines, and I designed my own props. Since then, I have become a world-renowned powerboat champion, and I've also developed a reputation for designing the best props in the world. My company Propco has revolutionized and set the industry standard for quality props for the last 50 years, and I'm still as hands-on today as I was 50 years ago. Whether you're into racing or an avid outdoorsman, Propco propellers are the best that money can buy.
Will that light stay yellow for 3 seconds? Or 6? If the tire shreds, where will it land? Uncertainty on the road can lead to an accident. That's why there's accident forgiveness. Now, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. Let's all state stand. Are you in good hands?
For more information, contact your local Allstate agent Mark T. Maccabee at 307 East Church Street in Monroe, Georgia, or by phone at 770-207-4780.
This is one of my favorite places to hunt. As a matter of fact, probably 75 yards from here, I killed my first turkey 20 years ago on this same piece of property. So, you know, that's how important the government property is to me. We love to hunt it, and I've done it for a long, long time. I came in here 2 days ago on a Wednesday morning, and I had a bird gobble on the roost. It took me about 20-25 minutes to get him down and kill him, and it was pretty easy. I'm gonna tell you something. I just killed one of the best turkeys that I've ever killed by myself. So you really can't see the spurs, but I want you to look at that. I mean, he is a hoss. It's about 7:30. Just called him off the roost. I'm down here on government property, on public land, where anybody can hunt. Ton of turkeys. Boy, the hunting's great. Man, I heard him gobble this morning. He was closer than I thought he was. When I moved in here to set up on him, I gave him a little fly down with my wing, and man, I could tell he turned around, he faced me, he flew right down, and just a few minutes later I could see him coming. So holy moly, I hope I got it on film. I don't know if I did or not, but I hope I did, because that was a doozy. So Charlie wanted to go with me the second time and see if he could video one. And I told him, I said, Charlie, you know, I got lucky that day, but, you know, if you want to, we'll go try it again. So Charlie lugs all the camera equipment. I mean, 2 cameras, all kinds of stuff down here in the turkey woods. And lo and behold, we set up again pretty much the same place. About 20 minutes later, we call another one down and kill him.
Is that what you call textbook?
And that's how you do it on public land.
Is that called textbook, Ricky?
That was a textbook turkey kill right there now. We want to apologize for the footage not being perfect, but you know, this is not Hollywood. We're deep in the woods. It's kind of tough. You can see the vegetation that's around us, and this is what we were hunting in, and it's just real hard to get good video. But we killed a great gobbler this morning. He's got about a 11-inch beard. I call him a 2-year-old bird. He's got 1-inch spurs. He's not quite as big as the one I killed the day before yesterday, but he's a great bird. And you know I keep harping on this government property, but I just can't say enough about it. There's thousands and thousands of acres that you can hunt for just a small fee. And so I don't want you to miss the opportunity. I want you to get your kids and bring them out here. It's a great place to deer hunt, turkey hunt. You know, you can fish in the rivers. It's just it's a great opportunity, and I don't want you to miss it.
Now you've heard about this life that we love so well. The time we share, the fun we have, the stories that we tell. So take your friends and your family into the great outdoors. I think you'll like what we have found and want to make it yours.